languages. I'd appreciate that. But this is Biashara Tuesday here. I am joined on set. Faith Murungu is the Marketing and Business Development Coordinator over at ISA. And for another time, Munene Githira is here, co-founder at Orac Branding. How are you guys?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. Again, just checking my calendar to make sure it's not February 14th.
It can be. It can be.
Yeah, I was considering wearing a red tie today. I wish I got the memo from you. Could have been a really good match.
At least we are matching.
Yeah, at least, yeah. At least something to balance the scales. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you so much.
I'll start with you, maybe in this order. How was your weekend? How is the economy taking Orac Branding?
My weekend was amazing.
Uh-huh.
I'm planning a wedding, so...
Congratulations, bro.
And,
congratulations to the lucky girl, too.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
The economy has not been favorable to so many businesses.
For sure.
And Orac Branding has not been an exception. So we are taking each day at a time. Of course, as a business, there's a way you plan yourself. There's a way you see things through when times are hard. Yes.
Great. That's a great way to start the show. There's a way to see things through when times are hard. Be thinking about that. Faith, welcome to the show for the first time.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good.
How was your weekend?
Restful. I think we should have a 3-day weekend.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe even 4 days?
Yeah.
There's a long one coming up in the weekend. So maybe my producer tells me I'm pushing it. Okay, 3-day weekend. I think that would be enough for all of us. But welcome to the show.
Thank you for
International School of Advertising.
Yes.
What is that about?
International School of Advertising is a Kenyan-based school. We train marketers or people who want to transition into the marketing space about marketing and advertising. So like if you want to change your career and get into the marketing space, ISA is the place for you.
How long will it take me to do that switch?
6 months.
6 months?
6 months, yeah.
Okay.
We also train graduates who want to get into the advertising space and we also place them for jobs.
Nice. We'll be getting into that.
Yeah.
And if there's a graduate out there, of course, who wants to venture into this field, it will be important for them to tune in. So what you hear that at the end, so that it's like a treasure map. They have to get to the X point at the end. Orac Branding. For the guys who maybe have not seen you before on the show, I know we've talked about what you guys do, but maybe a brief intro into what Orac Branding is all about, what you guys have been up to, and then we get into this conversation on social media marketing.
Thank you so much. So I'm the co-founder of Orac Branding, which is an integrated branding company that launches, grows, and reinvents businesses through digital, experiential, and promotional branding. When we talk about digital branding, this is everything to do with your social media marketing and management, content creation, graphics creation, and for graphics we have still and motion graphics. Then we have website development and consultancy. We have Google advertising, we have display ad, and we have search engine optimization. We have mobile marketing. You can do SMS marketing. So this is what entails in the digital branding. For experiential branding, you are a brand, you want to create that touch point between your business and its customers. For example, you want to give out flyers during traffic hours. You want to set up in a mall to take advantage of the traffic. You want to do a seminar for your target audience. That is experiential branding. What are you doing to create that touch point between your business and its customers? And then the last one is promotional branding. This is where you give out promotional items, and these days we say that either choice or customization is king. So if you are running a campaign, if your target market is women, the best promotional item to give out would be a a very nice branded carrier bag. You know, you look at your audience and see this is the kind of promotional item I can give out to my audience.
Okay.
Yes.
Branding, advertising, marketing. He's mentioned a lot of things in there. Are they also things you also deal with at ISA?
Yes. So basically what we trade on is basically branding. So you'll do marketing and brand planning, which basically teaches you how to do research, analyze your competitor, analyze the market, know if you want to expand, where should you expand. We also teach you on digital for business, which includes social media marketing, SEO, campaigns and all that, email marketing. We teach you on advertising management, how to come up with a billboard, how to come up with communications, how to communicate to your people. We also teach you on also being a proper person, branding yourself. How do you become a personal brand? The other thing we teach on is integrated media buying. If you want to buy an ad on TV, how do I go about it? You want to put up a billboard, how do I go about it? So we train you on really hands-on skills that you're able to use even in your personal or your brand, you as a person.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting you've started there. I think you've mentioned strategies and you've mentioned personal branding. I think I'll start with a personal story. Last week I was having a lot of heat here in the studio. When I came back after a week's break with a different social media handle all across my social media accounts. I just changed from my normal official name as the handle. I switched it to what people commonly call street names, my name on the streets, And I won't be saying what it is, but if you go to @Richard_Kenya, you can see the username. That's what was the handle last week. And I had a discussion with a couple of my workmates on how exactly that would affect my presence on the internet, on social media. And I want us to get into strategies, So let's begin with that. Does it, how does it, let me not put it in a negative light, What is the importance of how you brand your account, So if it's someone who's selling newspapers, is it important that their whole brand reflects newspapers, or can they also get to speak about other issues or call themselves different names? Because the other conversation that arose from that is maybe we have someone who sells fish and the account is all about fish, but then they make jokes also on the sides, On Monday they're making jokes that are unrelated to them selling fish, them selling newspapers, and they have a different name completely, but people do already know them as someone who sells this particular item. So how does someone handle such a situation on social media? Should your brand strictly be sticking to that kind of content that you already introduced yourself to, or should you are you allowed to play around on social media?
Okay.
I can put it like that.
Next question. What I'll say is people are turning to, and they want humans. They don't want bots. They don't want you to always be fish. I want to know who's behind the fish. I want to create a relationship with you. I want to create a connection with you. So if you're always coming to me, it's like, who was your favorite teacher?
Mr. DG Kariuki.
Why did you love your teacher?
He was just amazing and a good leader.
Yeah, he'll lead and then he'll also have a human part of it.
Oh, yes. Also very funny.
Very funny, So that's what people will buy into. You'll find that people will actually buy your fish because you're funny. Because there are a lot of businesses out there. So how do you stand out? So these are the things that make you stand out. So you're selling newspaper. Fine, I know you're selling newspaper. What else am I getting from your feed? There's a lot of notes on social media. So what sets you apart? So if you change to a nickname and now people are starting, oh, so you're a human being, you know?
Okay.
So you bring that notion of humanizing your brand. It's not just structure. People don't, you want to entertain them, you want to educate them, and you want to inform them. And also at the same time, they find value in what you're giving them. So I'll say, go for it.
Is there a fine line to toe? Because, maybe one side might be overweighing the other. Is there a way to toe the line between, if you are someone doing a business, to toe the line between having fun with the people on the platform, but also ensure that they are always aware of the kind of brand that you are? Maybe you can check that out.
Yes, so there's a way to toe the line, and this is where something like content calendar and content planning comes in. I like what Faith has just brought out. that you need to really humanize your brand, so that people know that this is a brand that gives these kind of solutions, but behind these solutions they are human beings which you want to connect and relate with. On the other hand, you also need to, brand alignment has to be consistent. So if you are a particular name on Facebook, then don't change it on Twitter. Yes, it has to be consistent, and then now you work around the content of now relating and connecting with your audience. Yes.
All right. Now, strategies. Are there definite winning strategies, we can say, for someone to stand out, for a brand to stand out on social media?
Okay, I'll say it depends with your audience. A winning strategy is one that communicates effectively with your target audience and they engage with it. So when you come up with a strategy and your target audience engages with it, shares it, talks about it, I say that's a winning strategy. Than just having like, I want to copy what Monene is doing, you know, but our TA, our target audience is not the same. Yeah. But if I do my own strategy and they communicate with it, engage, share, that's a winning strategy. But if I copy what he's doing and then I'm just like, it's normal,
not getting anything,
then it's not a winning strategy. So I'll say a winning strategy is one that communicates to your target audience and actually engages them.
Okay. Are there tools that you can say are good at getting that winning strategy specifically for each person? Maybe is there a way that I can use a different specific tool, that maybe you can use a different specific tool or method or strategy in getting to our different target audiences?
Can I first add on the strategy bit? So as much as we have a brand customizing its own strategy to its target audience, we have the fundamentals for the strategies that cut across for any brand. So that now the only thing you do is to customize according to your target audience and how your brand look and feel comes out. So we have things like content marketing that cuts across any brand. We have things like paid advertising on social media, on Google, that cuts across any brand. We have things like reviews on Google and social media. We have things like video testimonials, graphic testimonials. These are strategies that cut across any brand. Now the only thing you do is to customize. Yes. Now to the tools bit, yes, there are tools you need to use for you to effectively reach your audience and for you to be consistent, for you to work faster, for you to work more efficiently. We have a tool like Canva that will help you with doing graphics. We have a tool like Clipchamp that will help you to edit your videos for free. We have tools like Buffer and Hootsuite. We have a tool which we'll talk about, Faith will talk about, it's called Eskimi. We have another one called One Pulse, which is, we have partnered to help MSMEs, and I'm sure Faith will talk about that. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
What are the most important metrics then to follow? Because you've mentioned, not metrics, most important tools to use. There's so much. There's Canva for editing images, there's videos, there's planning even your content calendar, as you already mentioned. And there as you mentioned, there's a fundamental and there's also customizing. And there are those which maybe are the fundamentals, the ones that you mentioned.
I'll say it's dependent on the company, because he uses Canva, we don't use Canva. So it's dependent also on your needs. But there's some that are general, like One Pulse. One Pulse will help you get insights for your customers. You can do a questionnaire just to be able to know what do your customers engage in. As to those are one, and it's used by a lot of clients in Kenya and outside of Kenya. So this is to help you get insights to understand what your customers are consuming, what they're engaging with. We also have SKME. Nowadays, when you tell somebody wants to start a business, they know Facebook boosting. That's it. Yeah,
that's all. And promoted tweets.
Promoted tweets. Yeah, you just go there, promote, and all that. So SKM is also a very fundamental tool because it helps you to really schedule, plan, and create a holistic digital campaign from one platform, from creating awareness to creating the ads themselves, the posters and everything. So these are some of the tools. There's also another tool called reputation marketing that helps you with reviews and getting people out there and managing also your reviews. So I can say it's depending on the business, but there are ones that they're important.
Right. One of the other strategies people have been using now recently is the use of influencers. Yeah. You have a product you want to push out for children. You get a couple of influencers and get them on the hashtag. They trend it for half a day, and you're good. Pay them the money. Your name is out there. Is it effective? Because another question that arises from there is then, are there specific type of influencers I should use for my business? Because you get that today Richard is pushing Pampers, tomorrow is pushing airtime, the next day is pushing fish. You see, will that affect my business? Or I should just be using influencers regardless, because all I need, of course, is conversion numbers and all those metrics.
It's funny, we had that discussion. We had a whole breakfast on influencer marketing. And we were, the one thing that came out is you need to understand your brand and your business, right? And then there are different types of influencers. There's the macro and the micro influencer. So you have 300 followers and you get 100 to 200 engagements, and I have a small business. Probably you speak into what my business is. So you're not just going for an influencer just to go for an influencer. And if I want business money, I'll go for just Ivy. If I want to reach moms and all that, I'll go for Akina Shikonguru and all that. So you also align to people who actually sell, or their brand is within your business. And you don't have to go for the big ones. You can also go for the small ones. Because they have more engagement and according to your budget. So that's it. And also you need to know, for your brand to be remembered, it has to be spoken or seen 7 times, at least 7 times. So you're going to be able to pay, let's say, you those 7 times. So you have to actually just gauge. And you can, it's a wide range of influencer, and there are also tools that can help you.
Tools that can help you to trend.
And Wowzy also has like influencers, and you can go to them. So I said nowadays there's a solution and there's a tool for everything.
Okay.
But
Bwana Munene, a question on influencing, as you maybe add on what you already said. There's the issue of influencers being also aligned to a different type of brand. I think I just mentioned that. Maybe they have a certain political view. Maybe they have a certain view on social media in terms of what their commentary is on social issues. Is that also something I should be considering? Because maybe the influencer will tank my business. I'll get someone who maybe has some very serious allegations on the platform, and they're the ones pushing my tag, and now my brand is associated with them. Is that also something I should think about? Or, as she said, there's people like Wowzy who have influencers. Maybe I could vet them before I pick them.
Yes, that is very key for any brand. So if you want to pick an influencer, my personal hack is, I always tell brands that be very careful with influencers who have just come up, because their character has not been tried and tested. So someone will be famous today, and then tomorrow morning you're rushing to them to push your brand, and then 4 days later they have the biggest drama
with your name next to it.
With your name next to it. So be very careful with influencers who are just coming up. That is a very big risk. So work with influencers who their characters
is already established.
You will not be surprised by something they will do over the weekend or something they will say. On the other hand, when you, for example, there's a very popular band in Kenya, I won't mention them, where their song was used on by one of the
Presidential
politicians,
Yes.
and they came out very strongly
Yeah.
because they are promoting a brand which
they don't want to be associated
yes.
with.
So and then now on the other hand, they have corporate brands which will say, why are you
Associating with that
with that particular side of politics? Yes. So you also have to be very cautious with what the influencers are pushing.
Faith, I don't know if you have interns at your workplace, but last week we had an issue with interns on social media, on Twitter to be specific. You know, some interns are using, I don't know how much interns at KUTV use to go and pick equipment, but we'll have that discussion after this show. However, this one particular case where an intern used a lot of money on Uber rides to go pick or to go make an errand, and eventually this trickled down to negative reviews on Google, and people going there to at the business premises, taking photos, posting them on social media, saying this is their location, do not associate with them. I guess probably independently, but also might have been a malicious push by someone else who was who's against that particular law firm. Regardless, we have a situation where one day I'm up on social media and my brand is on the negative side of the platform. Naingia Twitter, watu wanaongea vibaya. Facebook, memes. Instagram, just negative publicity. So one, what do? Do I counter that negative publicity? Do I go silent? Or do I also employ my own minions to go and counter-attack whatever attack comes in? Because people have used all of the three. Which one is the most advised from you guys?
It depends on what is the negative comment. But I can give you ways in which you can counter. First of all, you can use the same memes. Like, you can brace the negativity and be like, yo, we are like this because of ABCD. Brace it. Show that you're also not perfect. Because brands are not perfect. Show that side about you. Yeah, I'm not perfect. I am sorry. Can apologize. I can go with memes, but I normally say don't go silent, because now it gives people an impression that you do not care. Yeah.
So do respond,
but be very tactical and strategic about how you respond. You can either brace into it, go with the wave, apologize, or make even funny memes about yourself. Make fun about yourself. I'm like, oh, you know,
I
did that, man. I'm like this, So people will find like, oh, so you also make mistakes. Because the reason why people attack brands is because they think that they're this. It's like being a Christian and then you just do some mistake and be like, when don't church, you know.
For sure.
But if you bring down to, I am a brand, but it's run by humans and we make mistakes. We apologize, or you make fun of yourself. It humanizes the situation, and then it gives more people even more respect. Yeah.
Maybe finally, also on that note, some will say that all publicity is good publicity.
It is.
Does that work also for corporates?
Yes, it works. But now
so you can ride the wave of negative publicity.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. How do you do that? Munene?
So
how do you advise people did that?
Someone like Faith mentioned, you brace it and don't counterattack. Don't hire minions to attack the public or attack the institution that is attacking you. So you apologize, you humanize it, and then now you do the opposite. You tell people that now, from our mistake, we will be paying interns. We will have a transport allowance for interns, for example. And then now from there, you communicate more about your brand. And then now, people will get over what you did. And then now you have to fill that void with better communication. Bring out your values and your solutions more, bring out your events, for example, more, bring out your partnerships, your CSR more. And then now that is how you ride on
that negative publicity.
Yes. Probably I can give an example. In the US, KFC was being attacked during COVID, that or their nini is causing obesity, because that's a thing in the US, right? So where do you produce this? These are very artificial, what. So what KFC did, they went to and showed people their process from production of the potatoes and the chickens where they're grown to how they're transported and cooked. They showed people the back end. And you know what this did? It gave them massive sales.
Nice. Because now all these people also want to see how are you reacting to this negative publicity. So if you use it to show something positive, now you have numbers.
Yes.
Right. I also like that you mentioned the aspect of amending, amending some of the things maybe people are pointing out, because this is still your audience. So if they point out that, mbona hamlipi interns or mbona hamfanyi hivi, you say, okay, now I've learned, right? Let me start doing this, fix few things here and there. And now that we are still on matters of the audience, there's so many people on the timeline. Kuna watu, as famously as David Ndi once said, you're tweeting from your bedsitter in Ruaka. I'm here taking my golf club to go and golf. Yeah. So there's so many people. There's someone in Muthaiga, someone in Kisii, someone in Ruaka, someone is in Turkana. All of them are on this same timeline. So how do I find my audience? How do I target when I'm doing social media advertising for my business? How do I ensure that I'm getting the right target? If I'm selling fish, how do I get people who eat fish? How do I get people who love bugs to be the only ones who see my bugs, or to be the most people I target when I am trying to push bugs on the social media platforms? You can start, Faith. Yeah. Take it up.
Okay, so the way you find your target audience is by asking yourself, who am I talking to? So I don't know, we can use, let's say I'm selling fish. Yeah. Where am I located? Let's say I'm located in KU. So the first people I'm going to sell to is people within KU. So you really target around your surrounding first, and then you grow it. So you start with your most immediate person, because there's somebody else selling fish probably in Kikuyu. So I don't need to go and tackle that market. I started a business here because I know it's a need. So I start by targeting these people. Then you look at the cost, and you're like, for 500 I'm targeting people who earn this much. For 300 I'm targeting students. For the big fish tilapia 1,000 I'm targeting people with families. So you go and segmenting, segmenting your target audience, and then target them to where you are and specific needs. Probably you can add.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So I think just to add on that, you can also look at the age. You can also look at the interest. Like you mentioned, there are people who play golf. There are people who watch football. Yes. So like, for example, you'd find when you're streaming football online, you'll find real estate companies doing their display ads on that site, because they know that men are there watching football.
Yeah.
And it is perceived that men buy more land.
I have a question. Yes, men buy land, but who makes the decision?
So when the guy is there on the site streaming football, there's a real estate company doing the display ad for their business. Yes. So you have to look at the interest, you have to look at the age, you have to look at where they spend most of their time, online and offline. Yes. And then now the demographics, how much are they earning, what's their lifestyle. So that goes a long way into targeting your audience. And then now to crown it all, the messaging, very, very critical. So that now there's a message we'll put out, and that person playing golf will know this is my product or my service. Then there's a way you'll message your advertising, and that student will know this is my product or service. Yes.
I see. In a world now where we have so many bots, and it's an issue that even Twitter are trying to tackle through their possible latest buyer, who's Elon Musk, saying that the first thing that he's going to do is clean up bots from the timeline. So the people who are not aware of what bots are, computer generated users, right? So if you want retweets, you go get 5,000 of them, pay a certain company that has already those, and they retweet. If you need views on YouTube, which it's a conversation that has also happened in the country, where overnight someone's getting 1 million views because they contracted a certain person or a certain company that is doing bots. In such a setting where there's so many unverified users and bots on the timeline, and I'm a small business that's coming up, yeah, how do I fight against people who already have influencers and they have bots on top of that, and they're already a big brand? And I'm just starting here as Richie Fishes here at KU and no one knows me that much. Faith, how do I go about that?
As a small business,
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be controversial, but I tell you also get the bots.
Okay. If you can't beat them, join them.
If you can't beat them, join them, join the game. But also you can also really get a lot of people, like it's about building a community. I'm all about building a community. So if you have 10 people who are loyal to you, these 10 people will make noise for you. And in marketing, we say one happy customer will bring you 16 people. So you can build a community and let these people make noise for you, and that's how you train them. That's how you
build
grow.
a community.
That's
also.
how you build a community, and that's how you to grow them. Yeah, because bots are not communities, and that's your upper hand. Yeah, but on the other side, if you want to go chini ya maji, join them.
Yeah, are you also for joining the donkeys if you can't beat them?
For me, I say it's a Murife situation.
How's that?
Where you, as a small brand, you wonder, do I run or do I not run?
Yeah. What does
But
Murife do now?
But for me here, run. Don't use the bots. Just and this is where content comes in. You channel out content that is educative, informative, and entertaining very consistently. And then now you look for collaborators. You enhance, you champion peer-to-peer conversations on your social media channels. And this will help you to now start giving the big brands a run for their money, because you are channeling out your solutions and your values in an entertaining way, in an informative way, and in an educative way. And then now from there you make sure that you have peer-to-peer conversations going on, you have collaborations going on, and eventually you will find yourself having a very good community, a very good following that is not only willing to buy, but also to champion your brand. Yes.
I see it.
Yeah.
We've spoken about very good things here, how you can push yourself, how you can use influencers, how you can communicate your brand message in a way that gets to your target audience. Are there challenges? Now it sounds really easy. Someone out there like, business yangu ya miwa, all it needed was a Twitter account. You see, maybe we have a look at the challenges. What are some of the now difficult aspects of social media that people should know and also prepare with solutions?
First is skills, the knowledge. We find like a lot of small business do not have the knowledge. You think it's just going on Facebook and doing it. So, and there are a lot of trainings out there, so I'll tell, go train. So the challenges are you do not understand social media. You don't understand how the workings of social media or the social media space works. Because the minute you understand it, you'll hack it. Yeah, I'll say that's one of the challenges. People do not understand. They assume they know, but they really do not understand it. Yeah.
How will the company measure social media success or advertising success now that if they did get the necessary skills and understood the platform? And maybe if you have any other challenge here, she might have this out.
Thank you. I think another challenge is knowledge, where we've noticed a very huge knowledge gap, where brand owners are rushing to do digital branding, but they don't know fully what they're getting themselves into. So 3-4 months down the line, they don't even know how to hold the agency accountable on what the agency is supposed to do fully for them. Yes. The other one is consistency, very important. You find SMEs, they start their marketing and advertising, and 3, 4, 5 months down the line, they want to stop for one reason or the other. But now you find a brand like Coca-Cola, Safaricom, they are still marketing and advertising. So consistency is very key for marketing and advertising, whether you are a small business or a big business. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now on to success. How do you measure now? I've done advertising on social media platforms. I've given out to either a company or I've done it myself to learn into the future. Are there metrics I should be looking at? Are there tools I should be using to see whether my social media campaign has succeeded?
Yes. There's a way you measure, and it is very important because you cannot improve what you cannot measure. So it is very key for you to measure, first of all. And then now how you measure things like the number of followers you have, you measure things like the engagement you have, you measure things like the number of leads you have generated. Like for example, on Facebook, when you run an ad, you can choose that option of lead generation, where the most interested people, they either fill out a form or they come straight into your WhatsApp business number. So this can be a way of measuring your success. You can say, I spent 5,000 on Facebook ads. Then on Facebook forms, I had 200 people filling out the form. Of these 215 have given us business. Or you can say, I ran an ad of 10,000 shillings. 300 people came to my WhatsApp business number. 30 of them have given us business. So from that, you can check those metrics, see what to improve, and measure according to what you had in mind when you are putting that 10,000 shillings or 5,000 shillings.
Right.
Yeah.
I see. Faith, International School of Advertising and Orac Branding, you have an SME toolbox.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us about that. How long did you guys, think about that toolbox, and what is in the toolbox? What exactly do you get inside this SME toolbox?
How long did you think? This great mind. Took us how long?
It's been a journey.
Took us how long? Okay, the SME toolbox is a tool, or it's a training for SMEs that we offer social media marketing training. Orac Branding comes in and offers social media consultancy, and then we also give you tools like we train you. And we give you tools such as OnePulse, where you can be able to get insights about your customers, and also SKME, where you're able to also run your digital campaigns. So it's a training consultancy, and we give you the tools to guide you through it. Yes, that's
how much is that going to cost the people?
That's going to cost you 65,000 only, and you can pay in installments. The training goes for 3 months. Yeah.
International School of Advertising, for people who want to join, right? Now outside the SME toolbox, how do they do that, and what can they look forward to once? I know we did mention it earlier, but maybe a detailed description of some of the things you would like to sell out to the people.
Okay, for ISA, we have 2 programs. We have the IBC, which is for seasoned marketers like Namunene, who want to just upskill and get to know more about what is happening in the industry, or want to understand a certain aspect of marketing. And then you have the apprentice program. This is for recent graduates or people who are almost graduating and they want to get into the marketing and advertising career and industry. So what you do, you take a 6 months program, and then on the 3rd month of your training, we place you in a working environment where you get to learn and also implement these skills. And then I normally say, ukienda na you outdo yourself, you get placed, and you'll be able to place 1,000+ people into the job market.
Nice.
Yes. So if you want this, you can go to our website, and then you can just you can just contact us from there.
Yes. What's the website?
ISA Africa, International School of Advertising.
Yeah, isaafrica.com.
Yeah, .education.
.education.
Yes.
isaafrica.edu.
Education.
Education.
Yes.
Okay. Make sure you check isaafrica.education. what do you have to say about the SME toolbox? Because you're a part of it, and I've not had your comment on it. What are the things that people should look forward to from Orac as part of this collaboration that you guys have?
Thank you. For me, I'd like to do a background of why we came up with the SME toolbox. So we have been in business, both ISA and Orac, for some time now. Of course, ISA has been here for a longer time.
Yeah.
So, and during that period, we have encountered so many challenges with the SMEs. We have seen SMEs not being able to keep their marketing consistent because of 3 main reasons. Number 1 is knowledge. Number 2 is data. Number 3 is budget. So we came together with ISA and decided to come up with a product that has all those 3 solutions, where you get knowledge, you get affordable budgets, and you get the relevant data you need to grow your business and keep your marketing consistent. For example, we have so many businesses who give us business for social media marketing and management, but after 5 months they cannot sustain to be paying that monthly fee. We have other businesses who come in and say they'd like their intern or staff to be trained, so that now when we do the social media marketing for 2 or 3 months, the intern or staff can take over. So now we package that into that SME toolbox, where you get 2 months social media marketing and consultation. You get 6 weeks comprehensive training from ISA, and then now you get the data and the platform to run your ads from Eskimi and OnePulse. So that is the background. It is a very good and resourceful solution to SMEs. Yes.
Very intense there. We just displayed some of those things you will be able to get from the SME toolbox. If you missed it, I think we'll also post it out on our social media platforms, because we are talking social media today. Do check it out, the toolbox to grow your brand, the SME toolbox, there by Orac Branding and also by ISA. Finally, guys, I'm going to allow you to maybe just emphasize, Faith, just a minute to emphasize on the why a business will need social media marketing at all. But maybe before I get to that, is it better when you're business to customer? If someone is just B2B, right, just a business offering another business services, do they also need a social media account? Because maybe they already know their audience isn't their audience isn't customers really, it's just another business. Or can they get other businesses on social media?
Yes, every business needs to be on social media, whether you're B2C or B2B. For B2B, you might say your market is almost guaranteed, but there is communication you need to be channeling out as a brand. For example, there's an award you've won. For example, it's Mashujaa Day. You need to keep that communication. For example, you are doing a CSR, you're helping out to maybe fund libraries in schools. So any business, whether you're B2B, B2C, social media is very critical for that communication, right, for you to constantly relate and connect with your audience.
Okay.
Yes.
You can take up your point on emphasizing the use of social media marketing. I think we'll finish with Faith. Yes.
So my parting shot would be the marketing, how to map your marketing goal journey. And I'll start with awareness. So awareness is where you have to do things like social media marketing. You can do billboards, you can do radio, you can do TV, you can come to KU TV, and they make you aware. Then the next step is consideration. You have to give people a reason to take up your brand. For example, if you are a service like ISA and Orac, you can give free training on marketing and advertising, and that will give you very high consideration. If you are baking cakes, you can take your cakes to church or to a school or event, and then now people can say, this cake is very nice. I will order mine. The next step is decision. Decision is influenced by things like quality and price. And then after that is customer experience. Very important stage, because most brands, where they go wrong is that they think after you've sold something, it's done.
That's it.
That's it. But if you sell me what, a coat, and then after laundry the color is going off, that is a very bad customer experience. Yes. And then after that, that's where you go to the stage of repeat business and referral. And all these stages have to be effectively communicated through your channels.
All right.
Yes.
Faith, your parting shot?
I'll say right now, 80% of people in Kenya have a smartphone. So,
So
there
there
it is.
goes.
There you go. Your business
as
needs
easy
to
as
be,
that.
it's as easy as that, because now people are starting to be more online and more physical, mostly even after COVID. I think COVID came and people are not going out, and people realize how important digital is. And social media does not have to be your only channel, but I say you need to communicate to people, because most people spend hours of their time on social media. So if your business is not in social media, probably you'll not see it, mostly an SME, because you can't put a billboard. So the only place and the cheapest place where you can be able to advertise and do that is social media.
All right. Those are the expert opinions and also advice that we are receiving here on matters of social media marketing and training as well. So you can get marketing and training support from Orac and from ISA. Just maybe to mention out those points that he mentioned there on how to map out that social media marketing: awareness, consideration, decision, customer experience, which is really important. I think it's my most important here, in that after the sales services, you ensure that customer is still satisfied. Ndo wapende referrals na warudi for repeat business, yeah? So, and that's how you track down how effective it has been for you. Social media, do not ignore it. As Faith has said, we are now in a digital age, yeah? Mnashinda kusema Gen Z, Gen X. Get a TikTok account, sell your cakes there, get a YouTube channel, explain to us how you made your cake. Get a Twitter account and respond to the people who might eat your cake and think it wasn't good enough, but also ensure that you're promoting your business to the right target audiences by using all the tools that are available to you for free. But also, if you want to get better training and tools, the SME Toolbox by ISA and Orac will be very, very good for you. So that was Munene Githira from Orac, and also Faith Murungu from ISA, the Marketing and Business Development Coordinator. Thank you very much for coming through, guys.
For having us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, next time when I make a mess on social media, I'll be sure to go to